welcome back to Alternative Reality Gaming. I'm your host Lenny, and if you're lucky, one of my furry co-hosts will join us today. Your stream will begin shortly. Enjoy. Alright, welcome back. We're going to continue playing some more Euro Truck Simulator 2. We are playing on the Grand Utopia 1-to-1 scale fantasy island map. And we do have the add-on islands and added stuff up north. I will leave the information for that in the YouTube video descriptions. Other than that, we've been working our way from the ground up. I do have my own truck. It's pretty messed up though. It still keeps dying on me. So we're working towards fixing it, and it's going to cost roughly 30,000. So we're almost there. And the next load that I'm sitting at here already is the live cattle for 123 euros a kilometer. So that's a pretty good deal. Looks like it's starting to snow, so this is going to be an interesting run, especially if it keeps getting heavier. Still don't really understand why we keep picking up cows. God, engine died again. Why we keep picking up cows from docks. Like, I don't know, I'm from Chicagoland area. I'm not exactly used to loading cows up at docks. Like, I don't know. When we worked at docks, it was all DVDs that everybody working there was stealing, and back to school supplies, all that junk. I worked at a bunch of different places doing the loading and unloading trucks with forklifts. I was a really bad driver. If you can't tell from my videos here, I was dangerous on a forklift. Never hurt anybody. Definitely damaged a lot of goods. I actually do have a game. It's called, I want to say it was called Expand Sim. I have like the play beta testing stuff, and it allows you to simulator play like this, but with like a forklift where you have to actually load the truck and then you drive the truck, and like you can drive excavators at construction sites and all that kind of stuff. And I tried driving the forklift in that game, and yeah, I couldn't get the packages to the truck and stuff. And it's funny because I did that for years. I just don't think that the physics are there yet for that kind of stuff. Like, you go to turn and shit just slides sideways off the forks, and like, that's not really how we do. The worst is when they'd be shipping the little tiny pellets. They're like little plastic pellets for plastic injection molding and whatnot, and they would ship it in like a big skid, but all it was like half-inch thick cardboard around the thing, and then it was in a bag and sitting on the skid, sitting on like a piece of cardboard on the bottom. So if the forks were even pointed up a little bit too much, it would stab the bag, and the whole thing would just dump out all over the dock, and it would be exactly like the scene in Home Alone with the marbles. Yeah, but you know, a couple 1,000-pound forklifts. And believe it or not, that wasn't even the worst. Like, it sucked, but they would ship paint in barrels on skids, and they were like cardboard barrels. And there was definitely a few times where I forked a paint barrel and painted like the entire friggin' dock, and yeah, it was fun. That was a nightmare cleanup. But I wasn't the guy that cut someone's foot off. That did happen. We had the part of the dock that goes into the actual truck is like a metal plate that kind of hangs flat, and when you pick it up, it opens and lays into the truck. But depending on where the truck's air suspension or even just ride height in general sits, that dock could be like way higher or way lower. So like when you come out on a forklift, they don't have suspension. So if it's a ramp, you're gonna like fucking launch. You're gonna get airborne because it just bounds right off of it. And then going down, it actually gets airborne as well and doesn't touch. So what happened was a guy came whipping, oh, we got a green light. Came whipping out of the trailer, and when he came over that dock plate, my money was on the rear wheels lost traction, and he spun, and there's someone standing like right next to the dock doorway, and when that forklift spun, the forks pinned the dude's leg between the dock door and just cut his foot off clean at the ankle, like dangling by tendons and stuff. And it was fun to see. Well, not really, that was a sarcastic fun to see. So I did not do that one. And although I was involved in the other accident, it wasn't me. Had a couple buddies like from school that worked at the one company with me, and we liked to race anything and everything. So we were racing forklifts around the dock. It got kind of slow. Truck stalled. At least it starts right back up most of the time. But yeah, we were racing around the dock, and it was snowing, and like how I always show where the back of the trailer sits up against the dock and whatnot, if it's even slightly off, or the company didn't pay the money for those black like pillow, I don't know what to call those things, they're just like cushions that come off of the building that seal the back of the trailer to the building. A lot of the places I worked, they were so friggin' broke that they didn't have any of that shit. So like snow would come through the 1 foot gap where the truck wasn't actually touching the building. And like if it was this trailer, it would have been like the second bay from the corner, and we came ripping around. And my buddy was in his forklift on the outside lane, and that's where the snow was. And so he hit the snow patch, I didn't, and he slid sideways to where he like Houdini'd his ass into that trailer sideways. The forks stabbed through the side of the trailer itself, and then he was stuck nut to butt sideways in that truck on this forklift. And I tried yanking him out with my forklift, and we could not get that forklift back out. We have no idea how the hell it got in there. Like, we know how it got in there, but like physically it just wasn't possible, but it did it. So he definitely got written up for that one. That one was fucking hilarious, but those were the days. they didn't even have, there's supposed to be like licensing. I don't know if it was just the company specifically that I was trying to get into or not, but an ex-girlfriend's father was one of the dock managers there and trained me on the forklifts. Trained me on the forklifts. And just kind of turned me loose.
At the roundabout, take the first exit.
For the most part, I'm actually a pretty decent driver. The problem is that I just don't pay attention and I'm reckless. So I'm definitely like the insurance liability. Bobby said, I want to go fast. If you ain't first, you're last. Shit, I've just been driving in this mess. Like, there's no cities. You can kind of see the outline of a hill or a mountain, maybe. It could just be really poor shading. Watch out for them fish.
Turn right.
This one almost got me a few times with these friggin' pillars. And it's actually like a narrow entrance way. There we go. We're good. Off-road. I've definitely delivered here a few times. So if we're actually going to a farm, which usually when it's off-road like this, it usually is. But if we're actually going to a farm, I wonder if the cattle will unload, if it'll have the animation, or if because it's an add-on, it won't have. Like, I don't know what they can and can't get away with when they create these maps. We're losing speed, Captain. Vanadium crystals to break it up. She's kind of low. This one now. This is a really windy off-road. I don't know if I should be raising my suspension, but I'm trying to just not let go of the gas. I feel like if I lose my momentum, oh man, look at it, a little twisty on this GPS. What the hell? I always get these lows at night. At least there's snow, like lighting everything up, so it's not too terrible. Definitely had my runs where it rained all my boots. No, where it was so dark I couldn't even see the friggin' roads on these twisty back roads.
You have arrived at your destination.
Can you make the gate any narrower? It's for freaking semi-trucks, Jesus. Gotta find my parking spot. Probably around this So, alright, it's towards the yellower light, not the white light. When you're looking in the mirror and everything's backwards, it starts to get a little confusing, but... So I actually can't tell. That one is the one that would be on that wall. I can't tell which one's white or yellow is the issue. I thought it would be a lot more obvious once I got over here and looked at my mirror. But I can actually see the traffic cones over here. So we're gonna aim for that. Am I in R3? Yeah. Damn it. I'll take R2. R1's a little too fast. So I don't know where the back cones are. I can see these front cones. It better not be like off in this wood. Stable here to my left. No, it's not. Okay, good. Oh, it's straight back. Okay. I was never gonna see those. Now I can kind of see it next to the other trailer. It kind of blends into the pallet. And the other one looks like the bottom of the pole. Wow, okay. That actually makes it really easy to line up, because if it looks like the bottom of the pole, that means it is lined up with the pole. Which makes it a lot easier to guide myself in. Alright. Went too far back. That looks like it turned green. Yeah, we are green. And we are not going to be able to watch and unload. I can almost guarantee that, because I didn't back up to the livestock corral thing, and I believe that's what it requires to unload them. But we made 1,500 euros on that run. Let's see, any other runs from this one? It's pretty decent pay. Hauling a tractor, 11 minutes. Let's do it. Get another 1,100. So I need to turn off my parking brake, and I need to find this tractor load. It's on the other side of this barn. These are a little bit harder because the pin is the center of that platform, but that platform's a little narrower than my actual truck, so it's a little harder to get me lined up. Actually, is this one different? This one looks like it has a box up front. It does have a box up front. Okay. The ones without the boxes are the narrower ones. You can see the beam underneath the box. And those are a little bit harder for me to get lined up because I don't have a back window and I can't see that. But, oops, I hit the wrong button. I was trying to go back to first person. It'd really help if I pick up the legs on this trailer. And the engine stalled. Great. There we go. Potterages? What the hell is that? It looks like AI made a label for them and they fucked up the spelling. Either that or it's a different language. Oh, we are supposed to be in fake France, so it with the little, I don't know what that thing's called, the little house over the top of the the egg. But we don't really have all the extra punctuation and stuff like a lot of the other languages do. So that was probably like French or maybe even possibly Spanish, because Spain right there next to France. Try not to go too fast, because if you go too fast, you can actually bounce into the ground and do damage to the truck. And I'm trying to fix the truck, not break it more. So, and it sucks because if I give the truck to, like, if I hire a worker, they're gonna fix it completely because they don't give a shit. Truck stalled and it must be going downhill and it's just coasting. Yep. I was giving it gas and it wouldn't do anything. Holy shit. This road is wicked. And if I air up all the way, it's gonna get worse, I think, because it will have no bounce. But if I go down, no. If I go down, I'm gonna hit. So, up at least gives me clearance. But right now I'm in the middle. I went back to factory ride height. Systems and water systems because they're just that thirsty of a tree. Every now and then you'll still have one, but they're usually like right next to a lake, and they're usually on like
Get ready to turn
private
left.
property or something. Like you'll definitely not see any on city property.
Turn left.
Looks like this is a stalling truck again. The trailer that I'm hauling is one of those rear steering. The more I turn the truck, the more the trailer is going to steer, and I don't have a good relationship with those trailers. They always try to turn when I don't want them to. God, the engine died again? We just almost scissored that car. And not in the kinky way. It died again. Am I not supposed to go in like the higher RPMs when I have a junky engine? Is that what's going on? Because I keep going in the higher RPMs, I'm stalling it? I really don't know. I just feel like it is stalling a shitload for a truck that has no engine damage. I stalled out again. Definitely need to fix this jalopy.
Get ready to turn right. Turn right.
As I'm just like screaming in the red line. I'll show you messed up engine. You know, I just realized that they don't have any gauges for in these trucks. Boost gauges. You can't tell me this thing ain't turbo. And then, so we got fuel, coolant temp, and that one's looks like brakes, but what the hell would there be a number for? I would think voltage would be 8 and 12, but no, because the truck doesn't run on 9 volts, and that's where that needle's at. Air pressure, I bet you. Air pressure for the trailer brakes. That's probably what it is. But I still don't see anything for turbo, like boost or any of that shit. We're along the waterfront. Slow down, but I can try something. Yeah, like similar smooth. Looks like we got a big bridge up ahead here. We got a random car parked there in the middle of the night. It's probably a jumper. Alright, that was a little dark. Stalled again, jeez. I can turn off the wipers. Gotta be careful not to tip in these corners. I'd hope I can't tip a tractor, but you never know. Going tractor tipping. I can't believe it's telling me that I can do 80 through here, but if I do 80, I am going to tip. this would be a really bad place to stop.
You have arrived at your destination.
Where does it want me to put this? It's showing me over there in that dark corner, but I can't see in that corner at all. So there's that. Is this another one where it wants me to back it into that corner though? So we're gonna start backwards all the way out here. And there's that trailer that pre-turns hitting shit on me. And I don't know if it goes off of how much of an angle my tractor is compared to the trailer, or if it goes off of the angle of my wheels. So we're gonna come down the side of these skids over here on the right side. Don't want to hit them though. I actually do have to be on the other side though, which is fine. We're doing okay still. Running over some 2x4s on the ground. That's what that hobble was. And there's a stall as I'm dodging. Dodging the freight over here. Still running over 2x4s though. Don't want to hit that. I'm in R3 again. R2 is not too bad. We're just gonna keep going straight. I started to turn a little bit though, so I'm gonna straighten myself back out. There we go. I keep screwing it up because I'm trying to keep myself off of that wall, but keep the trailer going the way I need it to go. It's working though. We're good. Just barely caught that. And I seen them light up green. So we are in. Let's put on the parking brake. And let's drop these legs and go home. So it was a 19-minute run. And it made us 11:25. And see if we got any more runs here. No. That puts us at almost 27,000. So probably another run or two, and I'll be able to actually finish fixing this truck finally. But I'm gonna take a small break. Might be back. I'm not sure, but if I'm not, till next time, peace. If you liked today's episode, please consider leaving a like and subscribing, as it goes a long way to helping the channel to grow. Thank you.